Now, I have a number of questions here who are saying that can I compare one project with the other? Ankit, you want to take that when two projects are there, like for instance, I've got Bani's project and Shazia's project. How will I compare the two? How like as a consumer should I do that?
I think definitely it's all the projects are comparable to each other because every developer when conceives a product, they have a particular concept in mind. So, for example, if I talk about ATS's projects, they are big, they are huge townships that gives you a bigger community living. And when I compared Alpha Residences, it's a very nice, small, niche product that gives you a gentry pricing of only 3 bedrooms. So yeah, definitely there's a difference. One at one end you have a typically mid-high development that's with Alpha Residences, that's somewhere on just 12 stories, and then you have got a high-end high-rise condominium style of ATS where you go up to 22 stories. So definitely it's comparable.
Four questions on connectivity to Faridabad, Sector 150 and Faridabad. I think the reference is to the FNG corridors, which is more or less suspended right now. Work, right? How does it work, Ankit? The Faridabad.
Uh, sure. Basically, we already have a new bridge connectivity that is in the planning for just connecting Noida and Faridabad over the Yamuna River. And
Mhm.
as far as FNG is concerned, it's somewhere around 70-75% completed. And back in 2018, they tried to do it in 12 to 15 months' time. That is definitely on the charts. And I
But
believe
I
the
think there
connect.
are land acquisition problems, small
Yeah,
stretches of
yeah.
land
So there was a 600 meters land acquisition problem across sector 143,
acquisition.
and I believe that will be taken care of now because government is very cautious about the connectivity today. But even if we leave out the FNG corridor, we have a direct link coming up over Yamuna River from sector passing through sector 150 and 152 to Faridabad. That will give us an immense connectivity directly to Faridabad and definitely en route that to the Gurgaon as well, surpassing the Faridabad corridor. Yeah.
You know those people you said who have money in hand and may want to buy, they seem to be
Yeah.
asking you whether you could what is the is it a good market time, is sector 150 a good market for investors?
Definitely, it is a good market. I already told you, a market which is performed. We all talk about fundamentals, be it stocks, be it mutual funds, be it real estate. A market such as Sector 150, which has already performed well, and you have got all the developers coming from the western part of India and southern part of India, and all the big corporate house developers coming to 150, is
Yeah.
definitely itself evident that 150 is the new gold mine. And if it is for the developers, definitely it is for the investors. Finally, we will see value appreciation in terms of real estate, and that has come up from 150 only. And definitely, it is the epicenter today. Talking about Noida Expressway, the only sector where we have proper development is 150. There are a limited number of units available. For example, Alpha Residences has only about 480 units. So today, as Bani said, quoting affordable luxury is achievable only today. Tomorrow it won't be available. Luxury will get its value in due time. So we also need to understand that this expressway is very narrowed down by two rivers around us. We are at the confluence of Hindan and Yamuna. So we can only go 1 kilometer right of the expressway and 1 kilometer left of the expressway. So this is not a land which can be expanded. This cannot be expanded. So definitely the demand is already fixed. The supply is already fixed, and demand is going to get more. So value appreciation should not be a concern at all. Only little time there are roadblocks that are being covered right now, and I believe in next 5 to 7 years time we will again see a doubling up of the figures here. So now Noida has the potential of going to 12,000, 14,000 per square feet.
And I'm going to take the last question for the day. I think more or less we've covered the whole gamut of questions. The last question, one of somebody has asked, this is the last land bank here. Isn't there all of Yamuna Expressway further up, uh, and a lot in Greater Noida? That as far as land banks go, it's
I'll
just
just
that this is well located, right?
I'll add a very fundamentally correct point to this.
Yeah.
Land bank is everywhere, but we also need to understand pin code changes the price and sentiments. Ghaziabad and Noida are 100 meters apart, and the
Yes.
prices are different. So
Yes.
we also need to understand the sentiment and emotional values. When I'm in Noida, I feel comfortable. When I go to Greater Noida, I still feel it's yet to be developed. And
Yes.
Yamuna Expressway seems to be a long-term horizon.
Yes.
So that way, yeah, for Noida, 150 is the last landmark.